Now that we know about enrollment methods, let's take a look at enrolling students. I'm going to go in as the admin, click on login. This site does not have, it's a raw Moodle, it does not have self-enrollment yet, or manual enrollments, or any kind of enrollments. I haven't set anything up yet. Okay, so I'm in as admin. If you don't believe, you can see, but there's another place that will prove it, and that's the site administration. If I click on site administration, I get all this information, which is only available to the administrator. So I'm going to go into users and plugin. All right, let's start with users and see what's there. Don't forget, users has to do with creating accounts, and there are different ways of creating accounts. And it's also permissions, okay, assigning permissions. All right, that's everything except for the cohort. Cohort is the way to enroll a group or a team of teachers, students, managers, and so on, okay? So that's under accounts, which is under users. All right, so if I go into cohort, which is a kind of enrollment, I can create by adding a cohort. Okay, so I click on add, and I'll be able to add a cohort. I'll give it a name. I'm going to call this managers. Context, it's going to be in Moodle training. That's a category. And that's it. I'll save changes. Okay, description is not required. And notice I've got another one here. Okay, I've already created one, so I'm going to delete this one. I've got one. Okay, so that's fine. Now I'm going to go into, again, site administration. This time I'm going to go into plugins. Okay, notice what's under plugins. Okay, you've got authentication and enrollments. Enrollments, you can manage to enroll through cohort. You can have guest access, manual enrollments, PayPal, the same enrollment methods that we had before, only this time we're adding. Okay, we're adding users. Okay, in order to add users, we need a course. Otherwise, where are we going to add them? So you only enroll in courses, okay? But these are your plugins, okay, for enrollment that are available. Okay, here's a list. Some enabled, some are not. Okay, these are the ones that I have enabled. Notice manual, guest, self-enrollment, cohort, and PayPal. I did this beforehand. Now I'm ready to enroll the students. Okay, so this was the first step. And now I'm going to go into a course. All right, so let me go into courses, okay, right here, so that I can either add a course or add users to a course. So let's take a look at the course that I have here. I've got a course under Moodle training. Okay, one course, you can tell that it's not just a category, there's a course there. So let me go into the course through the Moodle training category. Okay, this is the name of the course, Admin for Moodle. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. I want to add users. There's only me on this site right now, but that's okay. Let me do that now. Okay, so where do I go? I go to the left where it says course administration. Okay, now it's administration too, but it's course administration. It's not site administration. Okay, notice the difference here. Everything is actually administration in the new Moodle. All right, so I'm going to go into users, and I'm going to find two things there. Enrollment methods and users. Okay, so I've got users. I've talked about enrollment methods. Okay, now I'm going to enroll. All right, so let's click on enroll for this course. I can set up enrollment methods for each course. Okay, it doesn't have to be the default. It could be anything that I decide on. Okay, so there's one user in this course, and I can enroll cohort because I've set it up already. Okay, I've got one cohort for the managers, and I can enroll users manually. Right, so let's see if I can enroll the cohort, see what the cohort's all about in bulk. All right, so you notice here that it's called the managers, and I can just simply, but the default was students, so I'm going to change it to manager. I want to give everybody manager rights. And notice here that I can enroll the cohort, and they're called managers, and the role will be managers. So you can decide on the role. So I'm going to click on enroll cohort, and then I don't have anybody here, of course, but if I had, it would be in bulk. I would be enrolling in bulk, and you can try this out, okay, when you have a chance to practice as admin or as managers. Managers also have this capability. All right, if I'm going to enroll individually, it's the same thing. I'm going to go into enroll users, click on that, and then I can enroll them as I wish. Okay, there'll be a list of users here, or at least I can search for them in the search box. Very useful. But I can decide on the role. Okay, they could be students, non-teacher, non-editing teacher, teacher, and manager, and that's it. No admin, of course. All right, and that's all you have to know about enrollments. One more thing, and that's creating accounts and authentication. So let's go into site administration and users, because I want to show you, okay, plugins, authentication. I want to show you manage. Okay, there are different ways of going to the same place. All right, I've got no self-enrollment. Well, it is, but it's still disabled. Even though it's here, it's still disabled. And I want to show you what I'm going to do before I enable that to make sure that I don't get spam. And this is this. Okay, I'm going to go into CAPTCHA. I'm going to go into this website. I'm going to get information, and let me show you how that's done. I'm going to make this yes because I'd like it to be enabled. I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to go into the reCAPTCHA, which is right here. I have an account. I'm going to go into, you can create an account. I've already got one. My account. Okay, I'm going to add a new site. The site is practicing mindfulness.com, Moodle. Okay, enable this key for all domains, no, but I'm going to create a key. Notice there are two keys, and that's why I wanted to show it to you. All right, there are two keys. Okay, and here's my public key. Notice there's a public and there's a private. So I'm going to go into, first of all, copy the public key so I can add it. Go back to the site and add it. Okay, and first of all, I'm going to save this, that I want the reCAPTCHA. Okay, so I'll click on save. Now I need to enable the email registration. Okay, because notice what it is right now. It's disabled. So in order to add the reCAPTCHA, I will have to enable this. All right. But in the meantime, I can still add it even though it won't be available. So that's the reCAPTCHA public. Now I'm going to go into the reCAPTCHA private. Okay, there are two links that you need to copy and paste. So let me add that. There we go. And now I'm going to save. Don't forget to save, please, because It's really important. There's a lot of very careful reading that has to be done. Make sure that you read. Okay, and that's it. So there's reCAPTCHA. But it's not going to work, as I said, until I make this, okay, self-registration open. Right now it's disabled. Okay, and that's it. So let's go back to our site and enrolling students. I'm going to add the video, YouTube videos, so you can view this. And then we're going to go on to the next stage, and that is provide students and teachers with permission and teacher, manager, and student roles. So we're going to be discussing roles. Bye for now.